Coming to you all the way
Just to
from...
be clear, I'm coming in later.
Coming
I'll
to you
just
all...
keep myself muted for the first part.
I'm rolling. I'm still rolling. Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcasts presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
How embarrassing! How embarrassing! God damn it.
Do we hear the music at different times?
No, I think it's just a lag of when we hear each other's voices. Or maybe the music too.
Yeah,
I think you're hearing the music late.
I think you're hearing the music early.
Yeah, earlier than you.
I mean, callers call in on who's hearing the music when.
It's playing from my computer, so I assume I'm hearing it before.
Yeah, that's
You want to
probably how
introduce the
time-
show?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to How Embarrassing. It's the podcast about all of our embarrassing lives. My name's Molly.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we are here, week 7,000 million of quarantine. I am in a fort of emotions. I feel really bad in my heart.
Oh, God.
How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing great. I'm halfway through a Zelda game.
Shit.
Which one?
The SNES one, Link to the Past.
Nice.
Oh,
I have to
nice.
finish it before I will play Breath of the Wild. So
Word. I used to play the Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
And by play, I mean watch someone else play. I never got to play.
Oh.
I spent a lot of my childhood watching other people have fun.
Makes sense for your adult self, like having to have all eyes on you at all times.
All eyes on me in the center of a ring. Yeah, it's not good. It's not ideal. I think my personality got developed bad. Especially like talking to my mom 2 episodes ago really opened my eyes to some terrible, terrible truths about myself. Anyway, quarantine's going great. Jeff, got an embarrassing story to tell?
Yeah. So when I was like little, probably like 7 or so, I used to love to take the like bendy straws at like McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah.
You put one side in your mouth and the other side on your forehead.
Okay.
And then suck it. And you would make a little dot on your forehead. And then
So you used to like give yourself a forehead hickey?
basically, I don't know. I did it all the time. It was very dumb. But then
Interesting.
I remember, I feel like this, I'm like connecting all the dots now. No pun intended, with little dots on my forehead.
Yeah. Thanks.
But like, I have this little circle dot on my head. I don't know if anyone can see it. Not on this, no.
Are you sure
But-
that's not a chickenpox scar? Because
Yeah,
mine's a
so I-
chickenpox scar.
My whole life, I thought I did that straw thing too much one time and made a circle on my head. And then the other day, someone was like, "Oh, you have a chicken pox scar on your face," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's the chicken pox.
actually-
It's not straw disease."
I have a chickenpox scar on my forehead, and I used to tell my my cousin found out I think a month ago that this was just me making shit up as a kid. But I told my cousin it was because when I had chickenpox, I took an oatmeal bath, and oatmeal got stuck to my forehead and left a mark.
That's fucking dumb.
I used to just say wild shit to my cousin Caroline, and she would just believe it.
How's she doing in life now?
She's honestly, she has like a golden retriever puppy and a fiance and a beautiful home. So
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Good
Guess
for her.
who's- Guess
lie
who's
to our
funnier?
youth, everyone.
Guess who has a
Guess
better
who's funnier?
personality? Also her.
Do you have a story for us?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think I do. Because I was gonna tell a story about ripping dry skin off of my legs with tape, but I think I already told it.
I think you have told that on
Yeah,
this.
I actually think I've already told it. So I had a story prepared, but I'm thinking I already said it, where I used to take Scotch tape when I was in elementary school and put it all over my dry skin on my
Yeah.
legs and rip it off and then look at the dry skin on the tape. And I didn't realize anyone could see me until I looked up and someone was staring at me in completely disgust.
I think the real embarrassing thing there is that you wanted to tell that story so badly that you told it twice.
Again.
The story's so nice, I told it twice.
That's gross.
More boring.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. I actually have a lot of gross things about me.
All right, good segment.
Oh my God, wait, I remembered it.
Fuck.
I remembered another embarrassing story that's also disgusting. When I was little, I had a pet cat named Mimo. Shout out. She only lived like 3 years. But when I was little, I was holding Mimo up to my face and she was licking my face. And I opened my mouth and let her lick inside of my mouth and like lick my teeth and stuff.
Ugh.
And I looked up and my dad's best friend from growing up, his wife, who is this like kind of like higher class lady, I guess, was staring at me, and it looked like she was about to throw up because I was like pretty much French kissing my cat.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, I felt weird about it. Shout out to Levita Duke. Sorry you had to see that.
Second base.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right. Is it time for an ad break?
I think that'd be best.
Dead air.
Ad break. It's an ad break. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the How Embarrassing podcast. Thank you for listening. My name is Molly Graham. I'm just introing the podcast again. I don't know why.
Yeah, this is an ad break.
I'm here to tell you guys about Low Blow Candle Co.
Again?
Yeah, I'm trying to make money, idiot.
Everyone knows about it already. You fucking turn every ad we do into your own fucking candle business. These used to be fun. Remember when this podcast was fun, Molly?
Are you not having fun anymore?
We used to do little bits and then figure out what the thing would be. Now we just do real fucking ads.
Well, do you want to start over and do an ad with a bit?
No, because now we're fucking ruining our guest time. We have our guests come in here and then we fight and never get to them.
Wow. Okay. Welcome to How Embarrassing, the breakup episode. My name's Molly.
And I'm not here.
God. I didn't expect that.
That was pretty awful.
That got dark.
I also have ad suggestions from the people who pay us to do this podcast.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I texted them why you were doing your shitty ad.
This is great.
Okay.
Now I have two. Let's get to our fucking guest.
God damn it. I don't understand why you're fighting with me.
Oh, God. It's quarantine time.
I'll
Yes.
text you the ad. I'm sorry.
I don't have my phone. So don't text me
Facebook
that.
message you.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about our
let's
guest.
restart. Yeah.
Hey, can we move on from this, do you think, Jeff?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know I only like hanging out with you because I get to yell at you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad we had this talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's guest, you know him from the time I saw him eat a scoop of ice cream off of the sidewalk.
Sick.
He once gave me notes after improv and told me I should maybe not yell at women the whole time.
That's a good note.
I thought about it and I was like, I go to that a lot.
It turns out Jeff hates women. You know him. You love him. I know him. I love him. His name is Garrett Barnes.
Garrett Barnes!
Hello. Hi, everybody. Jeff, I'm so glad you took the note.
I did take the note.
Yeah, he's obviously really made progress with that. He no longer yells at women.
I like the resolution to that fight was like, I just like yelling at you. It was like, yeah.
Okay.
Aww.
Aw, no. All right. Garrett, are you embarrassed to be here today?
I am so embarrassed to be here today.
Mhm.
It is
Right where we want you.
the embarrassment of my life to be here with you guys today. Thank you,
You
for
really
having
mean
me.
it?
I do. You know I love yelling at you.
Did I call you Barrett?
Yeah.
Did you?
Probably.
You did. Yeah. That's your first one.
Damn it.
I didn't even notice.
I think I said, Barrett, are you embarrassed to be here today?
Yeah.
Oh, you
got it
got
on
that
tape.
hard being embarrassed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassed. Are you embarrassed to be here today?
I am thoroughly embarrassed to be here.
How
It's-
embarrassing.
Ugh.
I'll fix it.
Are you guys hungover? You're very slow paced today.
No, I didn't really drink much last night.
Drink more.
I actually didn't drink at all. You're right. I think I should talk less.
Whoa.
I talk
can-
slow all the
Wow.
time.
I can feel myself saying too much this podcast.
This podcast?
Jeff, take over.
Oh. Are you embarrassed to be here? Did you already ask that? Fuck.
Jeff, stop yelling at me.
Shit, Molly, you go back. I'm
I'm
sorry
your
for
guest.
everything. I'm sorry.
All right. So do you throughout your life, have you gotten do you get embarrassed easily typically or not really? Shameless?
I'm not shameless, but I'm very careful. So,
Hey.
Fucking serial killer.
I do get embarrassed, but it doesn't happen a ton. But when I do, it hurts me to the core.
Oh no.
Wow.
Do you have a story you would like to share with us about that?
I do. When I was in elementary school, I used to do this weird thing with Scotch tape. Wait, did I already? Sorry, I'll do a different one. I peed my pants in the 7th grade.
7th?
7th, way too late.
Ooh, that's late.
It's normal up to a point. This was deep into middle school. And I peed my pants in front of everyone. And it was like, so allow me to set the scene. It was 7th grade. This was a small, nervous Garrett who was like a nice boy. I think was the only thing that could be said about me at the time. I don't think there was anything else about me. And so I had my 7th grade social studies teacher was Miss Verducci. And she
Ooh,
was
good name.
Aye.
I call her Vercucci.
spicy. What was that, Matt?
I call her Vercucci.
Vercucci. People called her Miss Verduce, as in deuce as in shit, because we weren't old enough to know coochie. I think that would have been much better.
Yeah.
We just weren't that far into the lingo, but Ms. Verducci was our social studies teacher, and like the big climax to the whole like quarter was a big paper ball fight that we would use to reenact the Civil War, because I think that captures all the important stuff.
What?
Yeah, I love
Wait.
hearing about all the wildly racist things that schools used to do
Oh my
and just
God.
not even notice.
I know. I just had a flashback to my elementary school.
Yeah, Underground Railroad game.
Oh no.
8 Mark School.
No.
We had to walk around to every classroom and ask the teacher, friend or foe? And
Oh my
if we ran
God.
into a foe, we died.
Whoa. Holy shit.
That's crazy that you
Yeah.
totally understand what it was like to live that.
Yeah. You could say
You
I
understand what
experienced
it's
it.
like to be a black person in
Wow.
the 1800s.
I do.
Man.
So you played
Yes.
Civil War.
That was like the whole culmination of the thing. So that day at lunch, I discovered a new thing that I could do, which was to fill a Gatorade bottle with iced tea. Which, if you know anything about iced tea,
The diuretic.
It's a diuretic. Molly,
no.
you know.
Oh yeah, I'm a peer.
Me too. And so I drink this whole Gatorade. I didn't think about it. And nice boy Garrett was too nervous to like ask to go to the bathroom. So like I had to go worse than I'd ever. It was outside of my normal schedule. This iced tea really fucked me up. And so I was in class and we start the Civil War with a speech from Abe Lincoln. And Miss Verducci is looking around the room like, who needs to make this speech in front of the classroom right now? And she looks at sweet, nice boy Garrett sweating in the corner.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
And she calls me up to the front of the class. And I was wearing, I was wearing, this was the advent of zip-off khaki pants. They were like cargo pants that you could immediately transition into shorts
Yes.
in case the weather changed suddenly. So I was wearing these pants, and the class, it was all the people in my grade, like all the people in my grade. There was one kid in particular who was very funny, and the other embarrassing thing that happened to me that year, which was not a big story, but this guy Eric made me laugh so hard I farted in class sometime. And he definitely called me out on it, and that was the most embarrassed I'd been up to that point. And then flashback, I'm now Abraham Lincoln, and I get 2 lines into the speech before I'm just like, oh no. And so I start peeing my pants. And the light khaki pants turn into dark khaki pants.
Oh,
As I'm
God.
standing in front of my whole class. And all I heard was this kid Eric in the back go, oh, he's peeing.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm wetting my pants in front of my whole class
In the 7th grade.
in the 7th grade, which is right on time.
That's awful. I'd rather be shot in the back of the head at a theater than fucking piss my pants in front of class.
It would have been a preferable outcome.
Did they call you Abraham Stinkin?
Oh,
Matt, you're so much better with these than the 7th graders I went to school
Four
with.
score and
To be
7
honest.
pisses ago.
Oh, I can't tell if you're laughing hard or if you're that breathing is very sensual.
Sensual.
Sensual love.
Sorry, this story just turns me on.
There's something for everybody. If you're turned on by iced tea or
Oh
7th
my
graders.
God.
So yeah, that was like my mortifying time, and the way that I chose to deal with it is crazy too. Like I went to the nurse's office, devastated, and I just decided in the nurse's office that I was going to be okay with it, and I wasn't going to let myself be embarrassed, and I was just going to be
That's beautiful.
fine with it.
Whoa.
It was a lovely act of self-repression, and so I like decided to be fine with it, and so that helped in the immediate aftermath where everybody was like the first time coming back to school, I was just the kid who peed his pants, and everybody knew about it, and everybody like there was no hiding it.
Did it work though? Like you just were okay with it?
I know. Like everybody else was okay with it because I acted like I was okay with it, but it ate me alive. And that kid Eric, who was very funny, and I like that guy. At the end of the year, we were taking all the letters off of our science teacher's bulletin board.
Yeah.
He pulled off the letter P and made me sign it.
I wonder if he still has that.
It's worth less than nothing, but the sentimental value.
No, I mean, once this podcast comes out, that's going to be worth big money.
Eric, if you're listening,
Abraham Lincoln.
Nice.
Lincoln, oh,
Lincoln.
That's it.
That's
There it
the
it.
one.
That's
Hell
it. Abraham
Matt's been just like not listening for the past 3 minutes, being like, no, not Abraham pissing, no.
He's really thinking hard on that. But yeah, so that was my terribly embarrassing.
Oh, God. 7th grade. You had a bad year, man.
I did. Yeah, so that was it. I have another embarrassing story.
I'd love to hear it.
Nice.
And this is another sort of sad story that ends in self-denial on a level that haunts me to this day.
Jesus.
My sister caught me watching gay porn not long after that. I must have been in 9th grade. And I am gay, so it's not like... It's not like I just happened to be watching it.
It wasn't out of the ordinary.
This was a deep secret.
You were
And
asking for it.
I was asking for it.
Mhm.
And so I had just gotten this laptop. I worked all summer being a dishwasher in a pizza restaurant. And I worked until the day that I had enough money to buy a laptop, and I quit.
I love that.
And then immediately started watching gay porn on this.
That became your new job.
I'm not going to have time for this anymore.
I'm doing some freelance work now.
And so I was looking at this picture of a young, like it was like a Ukrainian boy of age, certainly, and I was also young. So it sounds creepy now, but he was a peer at that point.
Got
And
it.
what does that bell mean? Do you just bring that every time somebody says the word peer?
No, that's
We'll see if you can figure it out throughout this story.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, it was a Ukrainian guy, and the prop that he was using was he had a Walkman headset on, and the wire was just draped over his body in a way that was supposed to be casual, but it looked very manufactured, and it was like wrapped around his balls. And to young nice boy Garrett, that was the sexiest thing in the world.
young Garrett.
Is it the word young? Is it?
You're
Not a
getting
specific
warmer.
word.
Okay, is it? I'll figure it out.
From the way this story is going, you'll figure it out pretty quick.
So I go into the bathroom to do what you do after you find the image that you've been looking for this whole time.
Got it.
You memorize it and run into the bathroom.
Right. I didn't understand tissues at that point, so I into the bathroom. It was everything just up on my computer. And then my sister, I was like in the bathroom and I heard my sister walk by the bathroom to go into my room. And I was like, oh, no. So I ran in and I was occupied. And so I went back into my room as fast as I could. And she was just looking at it mortified.
How old was she?
She's a year and a half older than I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So she was just like, what the fuck is going on? And this was like, I did a thing where I maintained composure and it was like the coolest I've ever been in a stressful situation. I said, pop-ups, right? And she's like, yeah, pop-ups are bad. And she didn't think twice about it.
Pop-ups.
Pop-ups,
Wow.
am I right?
I mean,
It
what
worked.
a niche
That
pop-up.
works. Oh my god.
Wait, did it really work?
It worked 100%. She went downstairs and told my dad, hey, this is so crazy. I just saw on Garrett's computer there was this naked picture of a man. It's pop-ups. And my dad was like, these pop-ups are getting out of hand. Nobody ever brought it up again. Nobody knew.
Do you think your dad knew, like, in the back of his head, he was like, not a pop-up?
Not a pop-up.
He was not. He dealt with it the best when I came out of the closet on purpose. But my sister definitely did not know. I was talking to my sister when I came out. I told her I was gay for like 10 minutes, and then she asked me like, "Oh, you're serious?"
I thought this was another pop-up.
Are you serious, or is this a pop-up?
Is this a pop-up right now? This AOL is crazy. So yeah, I was almost outed in 9th grade as well.
Oh shit.
Oh, I got to figure out what this bell is for. Young Ukrainian boys. Masturbating.
How old?
Oh, is it just... is it the pedophile bell?
We're
I was-
anti-pedophile on this podcast.
Yeah. We're famously taking an anti-pedophile stance.
Yeah.
So
We're the only
have
ones
to
brave
bow
enough
for
to do it.
Yeah. We're saying what everyone else is too scared to say.
Yeah.
In my defense, I was 16 at the time, so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that.
We're protecting you too, Garrett.
Thank you. That's great that you have that feature of the show.
Yeah.
You have a bell that no authorities will ever hear.
It's pretty brave.
It's for us to laugh at. Go, whoa, warning.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, shall we move into our next ad? Another ad. What's an ad?
Yeah, did you get my message?
No. So.
Look at Messenger. Ad break.
Dead air. Dead
Sorry,
air.
I was reading what the ad was. I forgot.
Hello,
Hi.
Hampton Roads. Do you like podcasts? If you do, Go On Podcast has the podcast for you. Featuring How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff. The Sexperts.
Hey, that's us.
The Sexperts with Dr. John and Delilah. And many
All right.
more.
Ear
All right,
props?
everybody. Today's podcast is brought to you by not only Go On Productions podcasts.
Go on podcasts or productions?
Go On Podcast Productions. How about that?
Go On
Whoa.
Podcast Productions. Today's episode is sponsored by Billy's Bingo Bongos and Bong Shop.
That's right. Billy's Bingos, Bongos, and Bong Shop is the only place you can get your bongs, your bingos, and your bongos.
Absolutely. Need a bongo? Need to play bingo? Need some bong rips? Go to Billy's
Need some
Bingo Bongos and Bong Shops.
Need a reason to learn how to play the bongos? You probably want to smoke that bong first.
Yeah. Do you want to play bingo while you smoke a bong with your grandma and play the bongos? Go to Billy's Bingo Bongos and Bong Shop.
Yeah, that's right. It's Billy's Bingos, Bongos, and Bong Shop.
Can you guys
Promo
just
code.
fight?
Fuck
Fight.
you, Molly. You ruined the ad.
Fight,
No, I
fight,
didn't.
fight, fight.
I thought that one was good.
And we're back.
Yes, and that ad was brought to us by Brett Mounts, who paid us money so that he could make us say that.
We made money by doing that. Isn't that
You
crazy?
fucking
What a world we
cucks.
live in. Yeah, you idiots.
Yeah, so if you want to be a little cuck too,
Give
you
us
can
money.
support us on Patreon, patreon.com/howembarrassing, and we will read your ads on the podcast, no matter what they're for.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And now is the part of the show where we get into games and segments.
Woohoo!
Games and segments and
Segments and games. So should we just go ahead and do the first game?
Yeah, like we usually do every podcast. Let's just.
Oh,
I was
man.
stolen because I had to open the app.
Garrett, you're,
Oh, sorry.
you're witnessing a good one.
Fuck.
Mary.
Kill. Fuck. Mary, kill. Fuck. Mary, kill.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Jesus
All
Christ,
right,
I'm at Cole.
All right, everybody. It's time for your favorite part of the episode and mine too. We're going to play a game.
Called Fuck, Mary, Kill, Rage.
Yes. So it is a game that we invented here on the podcast. No one has ever played it before in the world. So Garrett, we are going to give you 4 options. You have to fuck one, marry one. The one you marry, you cannot fuck. Kill one. The one you kill, you cannot fuck. And raise one. And the Woody Allen rule, the one you raise, you cannot fuck. Are you ready for the
Oh,
challenge?
I'm ready.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill, raise. Your options are me
Me.
Me.
and yourself. Go.
Go.
Nice. I would marry Matt Cole
Yes!
For why?
For what?
What's in it for you?
He's a stable figure that I feel like I can rely on.
He's a very stable genius.
Yeah, that's what I look for in my future husband that I never have sex with. We can't have sex, but I feel like Matt does enough sketches and stuff where his penis is clearly visible through whatever costume he's wearing. That like, I get the idea.
Damn.
I think I would raise. No, I would marry Mom. No, wait, I want to marry all of you.
Yay!
I think I would fuck Molly. I just want to see what it's like.
Yes.
I don't have much experience outside of Ukrainian men with Walkman. So I just want to see what it's like to have like.
Just to make you feel more at home, I'll get my headphones out.
I would love it. Can you just wrap them around your balls?
Wrap them around my balls. Just for you. For you, I'll do it.
I would raise Jeff.
Nice.
Yay.
Honestly, he could use like a strong father figure.
I will be your father
You
figure.
say that a lot on the show.
I want a little baby Jeff.
Oh my God. My heart breaks thinking about Jeff as a baby. That is so cute.
And I would raise him not to yell at women. You'll figure it out. I just need 18 years with you. Stop yelling at women.
He'll get there.
And I will kill myself.
Yay.
And how would you kill yourself?
Oh yeah, how?
Knife to the throat.
Whoa, that's intense.
Oh wow, really?
That was the first fuck that Molly's gotten since Scott Rose. That was 8 guests ago.
Whoa, Molly.
Listen.
What?
Gay men
What's
want
the
to fuck
common
me.
thread there? Yeah.
Turns out I'm close enough to a man. I can't find a man. It's the next best thing.
Yeah, if this whole bear thing doesn't work out, check out the wave.
And he's not talking about the church.
Yeah, I figured. I'll check.
I
both out.
am talking about the church too. That I'm sure that they're both full of closet.
My brother has the best fucking story of all time about confusing the Wave Church with the club.
Oh yeah, are you gonna tell it?
Yeah.
I feel like I should have him on to tell it sometime. I'll tell it. He went on a date. He went on a date, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go see like this play at the Wave," and he was like, "Okay, that sounds crazy. Like the Wave is doing a play, weird." And then all of a sudden, they show up at a fucking church. And he's like, "Oh fuck."
Shit.
It's a Christmas pageant.
He thought he was going to see like a drag show fucking play, and he was really excited. And then he was like, "Oh, this sucks. It's a church."
Did he stay for the play?
I think so. And then I never talked to that guy again.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Love is a battlefield, you know?
That's what I've always said, you know?
I always am saying that.
There's landmines and there's terrorists and it's a battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Fuck, marry, kill, raise.
All right. Okay. Nice snapping, Molly. I don't
Thanks. I was waiting for someone to comment on my good snaps.
know. Yeah.
I feel like snaps are a really good way to like jazz it up.
Yeah.
Another way to jazz it up is play another game.
I want to do some would you rathers.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember how to. Oh yeah, I remember how to play that game. Oh, I don't have it.
What is this?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
You have two choices. Choose one wisely.
What do I do? I'm a witch.
Wow, that was
It's a
scary.
song for a different podcast. But
Yeah, so if you liked that theme music, you should subscribe to Patreon and listen to Get Lost, our podcast where we are reviewing Lost from episode 1. I've never seen it before, and let me tell you, it's a journey. So let's do some Would You Rathers.
Yeah.
So in this game, another game that we made up all on our own that no one else has ever played before, Jeff is going to give you one scenario. I'm going to give you another scenario. And we're going to see which one you would rather do or have or be a part of.
I like it.
All right.
So did you say I'm going first?
I can go if you want
You go first.
more time. Okay. Would you rather have an orgasm, a loud orgasm, every time you pee? So this is like anytime, like you're in public, anytime, like any bathroom, anytime you're peeing. If you're peeing in a pool, peeing in the ocean, peeing in the Chesapeake Bay, you know all the places people pee. Every single time you have like a very apparent, loud, not able to hide it orgasm.
Or every time you orgasm,
You pee?
you say you say quotes from the Civil War from the Confederate side.
So you
What
say
the
something racist.
It's
Every
about
time-
states' rights. Oh!
Exactly. And you can ask us more questions about the scenarios if you want to figure
Yeah,
out what's
can
really
I-
going on.
Is there a particular Confederate figure that the quotes are from, or is it from the whole palette of like Stonewall Jackson, Jefferson Davis, like everybody, or is it just one person in particular?
I'd say across the board.
That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
question.
like the top 100 worst things that the Confederate side had said is
Yes.
your options, and it
Like
randomly
the
chooses between
Billboard,
those.
the
100.
Billboard top 100 racist phrases said during the Civil War.
Right.
Wow.
Gotcha. Okay. There's no way with my current sex life that I'll ever hear all 100.
Bummer, dude.
So it'll be a new one every time.
Oh, geez.
Molly,
That's me.
is there a particular, I mean, you can have a lot of different types of loud orgasms. Is there a particular like sound or
Mm.
Yes, you in particular at the like peak of your loud, embarrassing orgasm, you sing, you sing,
You
"I
sing?
chi-" yeah, you go, I chihuahua.
and I sing that. Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, now
So-
it doesn't even seem
so
like
it's
he's
kinda-
having an orgasm.
It's like, well, no, it's like it's you can tell it's
Oh,
blatantly obvious that it is an orgasm, and you sing like "I chihuahua."
okay. So it like ramps up to it, and then at the end, that okay.
Right.
God damn.
That really helps. I think
This is hard. This is real
Yeah.
hard.
I
It
honestly
is. Do
don't
I
know
wanna
what would
be-
pick.
let me ask this. Does Achihuahua have any particular racial connotation? I don't know about that.
I don't
feel like
think
I'm-
so. I mean, if it does, I didn't intend for it to be that way.
It's either a clear choice or I'm walking into a trap, but I think I'm going to choose the orgasm when I'm peeing.
You're gonna scream, sing "I Chihuahua" every time.
Chihuahua! Yeah, I'm just going to I'll walk up to a urinal and I pee with my hand on the wall anyway because I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so I'll start peeing. Chihuahua!
You're right. I like it. I picked that too.
I'm going to soundboard that from now on.
Yeah, that is
That's
good.
it.
Sensual
That's good
love.
stuff. That is some sensual love right there.
Yeah, and it's also good you didn't choose mine because you didn't ask where you were living in that scenario, but you're in an all black household.
Damn.
So it's
Oh,
good
wow.
that you didn't choose mine.
Yeah, because it's worse when you're racist around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, in private,
Uh-huh.
but once you're
At least keep it to yourself.
Yeah, for once. All right.
And
well, that concludes this rousing round of Would You Rather. We're gonna do the. Oh, we did the theme song. Okay.
Spooky.
This music makes me want to talk about laws.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
All right. Well, we have come. Garrett, it is shot. I could literally sit here and talk to you forever, but it's time to wrap things up, my
It's
friend.
rapid time.
So, first thing that we want to ask you, did we ruin your life today?
You did in the best way.
Yes.
Oh, I like that
I
answer.
love that.
Yeah, I'm ruined
All
forever,
right.
and thank you for it.
Whoa, this got a little like dominant here.
Yeah.
So, Garrett,
Thank you for punishing me.
Garrett
I'm
is
currently
famously.
tightening a set of headphones around my
Yeah.
That's right now.
Yeah, wrap those
You can't
headphones.
see it, but
I know it's there. So Garrett famously is one of the top 200 funniest people I've ever met. Is there anything you would like to plug during this comedy boom we're experiencing?
yeah, absolutely. On April 25th, I'm going to be performing during the Friend Jam 2.0 with my group that's called Southern Charm. It's Renee Losapio, Alba Woolard, and Jordan J. Moreau, I think his name is. And
Whatever his name is.
on April 25th, 2020, we are going to be performing.
Yeah, I don't think Molly and Jeff got that joke.
So I while he was saying the rest, I was like, what fucking day is it? And I looked at the calendar and I realized we're recording on the 26th right now.
Oh, it is. I truly don't know what day it
I
is.
had no idea.
That was the only thing that I had coming up for a long time.
Okay.
Oh, and we got you right after it. Great.
Okay, here's the thing about jokes. Me and Jeff don't get them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
if
was
you would
good.
listen to this podcast, you'd realize we're not fucking funny. So
Yeah. All right. So that has been another episode of the least funny podcast in the world. How embarrassing with Molly and Jeff. I'm Molly. I'm Jeff.
Yeah.
That's Garrett, not Barrett. And that's Matt Cole. He's our producer. And thank you guys. And I can't stop talking because
bye,
I'm
Molly's
so
little
alone.
worms. Mommy's little worms.
Yeah, mommy. I said wow.
You just listened to How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff, a Go On podcast. If you'd like to be a guest or you have a question for Molly and Jeff, send us an email at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com.
I'm dumb.